So I don't know about you guys, but every time I'm walking through like a town, a city, I always have earbuds and I listen to something. But when I walk through the woods, like, you hear it? The birds. I love it. The water's that way, so I'm going that way. All right, so I had this idea and maybe some tips they could be considered for how to use YouTube as somebody who's not a content creator or a YouTuber or somebody who even wants to be out in the public domain. There are great ways to use YouTube that I use all the time when I'm not doing public videos. So there are two features that YouTube has to make content that isn't available publicly. And it's the private video feature and the unlisted feature. And both of those are amazing. Private allows you to make a video, post it to YouTube, and make it only accessible to people who are signed in that you've shared it with. So that means that nobody can see it unless they're the person who's signed in as the user that you've shared it with, so only they can see it. The other feature is unlisted, which I like a lot more. You post a video and then you get a link to it, which is private, and anybody you share that link with has access to view your video and your content, which is amazing for a lot of reasons. So for instance, you're somebody who has relatives scattered all over the place. They don't have a way to see your children or you as often as you'd like or they'd like. You can post these short videos and leave them unlisted and share them with a group of people and have them experience the things. Maybe it's a dance recital. Maybe you've done a birthday party, or you're having a cake or some event or celebration that they're not able to attend. Especially now, during COVID, when it's still, even though we're at the, I don't even know what part of it we're at, but we're still in it. So you can share these experiences with somebody, and it's not a link to an iCloud video. It's a link to an online platform that allows you to share videos, experiences. You could even put a little work into it. If you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie and craft this story, putting multiple parts of the video together and share it with people that can only access it if you want them to. When I started making videos, I never realized that I would love putting these videos together so much that I'd want to do it. I really expected it to be something that we did for a little while and then just got sick of. And then all this camera gear, drones, GoPros, small cameras, big cameras, this camera, this camera, this camera, like all these things later, I realized that I love being a content creator. So recently Amanda and I got out to the hibachi and we went and we had that experience, and we were trying to tell like our friends and family about it. And they came back with, oh yeah, I saw you guys do that. So rather than tell the story in words or with pictures, you put together a story in a video and people are able to share your life. I think it's fantastic. And I think that a lot of times you might find that you enjoy doing it so much, maybe you do it more often. Maybe you make them public. I think YouTube is a fantastic platform to share content. That was just a quick tip on how you can use YouTube as a non-YouTuber. I'm excited about getting some shots over this lake. This is the same lake that I crashed my drone on over the winter. If I were to crash it today, there would be no coming back from it. I packed the batteries, I packed the controller, forgot to pack my drone. Makes me kind of grouchy. I guess I gotta figure out something else to do. I guess I can go for a hike. I got some time left. Love the sound those wooden bridges make. So cool. Oh no. That did not go as planned. I suppose I had to assume that this was gonna explode. It always does. You ever drink kombucha? This is one of my favorite things ever. They have it on tap, like off a cask or something downtown. I didn't feel like going downtown, so I got one of these. They're amazing. Anecdotally, real quick, want to tell a story. The Nintendo Switch, when it came out, it had this problem with the controllers. When you press them in the up position, sometimes they'll stick. So they offered a warranted fix for all of that. So I sent mine back, and they sent me an email that said, sorry, yours are too old, we're not gonna fix these. Which made me angry, because it wasn't a typical problem. It was one that they knew about and they should fix no matter how old the controllers are, because it was the problem that they were having. Now, they emailed me, all they sent me back was an email that said, out of warranty, we're sending them back to you. That's it. So there was no contact information, nobody to call, nobody to talk to. I read through the email, I tried to find somebody online, but I kept getting routed all different places, so I went to my last resort, the Better Business Bureau. Now, I filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. They called me on my way home now, just today, and they said, oh, what we told you was wrong. We actually fixed them and sent them back instead of giving you brand new ones, which I'm fine with. But I guess there's two things here. One, from a consumer standpoint, give me somebody to call if I have a problem, or some way to reach out. It was also a no reply email, like you couldn't send anything back to them. It's like, what is going on here? So I got angry, called the Better Business Bureau. So from a consumer standpoint, you should give me more information. Tell me, are you shipping them back to me fixed? Are they still broken? Do I have to pay for it? Is there a repair option that I can pay for? Because I would have. Or, I guess also from another standpoint is, be slower to anger, because the email that I wrote to the Better Business Bureau to file a complaint was strongly worded and probably unnecessarily aggressive. That's all. Just quick anecdotal story about being slow to get angry and maybe taking a step back and waiting until you get a response instead of just reading an email. That's it.